This is Steve Sapludowski, publisher of BuyBus.com. Today we're going to be talking about, I think, something really important, and especially on the day of Martin Luther King birthday. And this is really troubling what's going on with President Donald Trump, with Congress, and with the media. And I don't know about you, but I mean, I've seen a lot of politics over my life, and it's getting a little frightening. It really is. I happen to put up this tweet here to my right, and I'm going to go through some of these tweets. Basically, this one here is from Kyle Griffin, and he says MLK 3rd in D.C. today. When the president insists that our nation needs more citizens from white states like Norway, I don't even think we need to spend any time even talking about what it says and what it is. This, I think, is really troubling. The fact that the world believes at this point in time that Donald Trump is insensitive to the world in relationship to race, nationality, ethnicity. And the fact is that he does represent America. So he represents you and me. And you have to wonder, well, what are these other countries saying? Well, we already know South Africa is angry. We know that Haiti is angry. We know that Africa is angry. We know that certain countries in South America are upset. We know that London, very large population in England, they're upset. What the heck is going on? I mean, you can see the writing on the wall. And it's not just, what Donald Trump is trying to tell us, that it is the media, the fake media at that. I mean, everything that Donald Trump says that he doesn't like, he resorts to fake media. Now, I have said, and I see that others are saying, I see that Jeff Flake, Senator Republican of Arizona, is saying that is conjuring up the image of Stalin. I personally have a different take. Who I am looking at is the early days of National Socialism in Germany. Now, I know that's far-fetched. I know people are going to say, anytime you bring up Hitler, anytime you bring up Nazis, then basically, you cut off conversation with everybody. Well, that may be true, and maybe Senator Flake, when he talks about Trump and Stalin, maybe that's true. But the fact is that there are some similarities, something I've been saying now for over 2 years, if not more. And that is that when you have somebody as our president who is beginning to sound like a bigot, who now has a long history and litany of statements that the world believes is bigoted, you have to wonder. I mean, these kind of things happen in Uganda. These kind of things happen in Nazi Germany, in the Weimar Republic, in Russia. These kind of things are not supposed to happen here. We're not supposed to be the ones way out there on the right. We're supposed to be bringing the people in this world together. We're supposed to be the leaders. That's not what's happening. And that's very frightening. It's very frightening, especially given the fact that Donald Trump is going to resort to what I consider to be derision of the media. So I'm going to just put up some. I need to take a gulp. I'm going to just put up some tweets as they appear. Okay, I'm not taking any at this point in time mentioning anything that is, these are just things that appear on my screen on Twitter. This one here. President Trump breaks with presidential tradition. No public events on his schedule from MLK, which comes 4 days into a controversy over his reported remarks in an immigration meeting last week. Well, you have to wonder, okay, why no public remarks? Well, I know Donald Trump said, like, as we can see, and at least I'm looking at it on Twitter, he's saying that he is the least racist person, bigoted person that anybody or has ever seen, that anybody has interviewed. Come on. Does he really expect us to believe that? I mean, the world believes that he's the most racist, bigoted person. Yet, when that is being said, then he says, well, no, that is fake news. And what's really frightening is that the Republican Party is now saying that what Trump is saying is fake news. That's when you get institutionalized racism. When you have a major party begin to accept what a bigot is saying and starting to reproduce this and promote it. That's frightening. That's frightening for our country. To call things, every criticism, fake news, instead of being critical of the person who's being branded as being bigoted. Pardon me. That's just really frightening. So I'm going to move down to the next tweet. South Africa issued diplomatic protests to the U.S. after Trump's shithole country's comment. That's from The Hill. Here's another one. British lawmaker rips Trump as a racist and asteroid of awfulness. I mean, I'm not making these up. This is from The Hill. Okay, breaking. The fifth Democrat to boycott Trump's State of the Union. Unacceptable for racism to come out of the White House. Let's talk about what exactly happened. You had it reported that he said some horrible words, but that the message that he was getting out was really frightening. That was saying, well, in essence, why are we taking in these people from these other countries? We ought to be taking in people from Norway. And the difference, of course, between Norway and these other countries, race and ethnicity. So right there, and then to use the S word, along with it, and then to deny it after a Democratic senator said that it exists. And then after that, we have, of course, Senator Graham, who confirms the essence of what was being alleged. And Lindsey Graham told that to another Democrat, or at least another Republican senator, and then Jeff Flake being told the essence of what is being alleged, and then two Republican senators saying that they don't recall, and then 2 days later changing their tune, one saying that he did not say those words. But nobody is really asking, well, what exactly was said? Lindsey Graham said today that his understanding didn't evolve any. In other words, he hasn't changed. So you basically have Lindsey Graham, a Republican, and a Democrat, saying, sorry, this is what the president said. As well as Jeff Flake, a Republican, who didn't attend the meeting but was told immediately afterwards. This is profound. This is profound. That notwithstanding the need to have border security, notwithstanding the need to ensure that we do have merit-based immigration, but the merit should not be based upon race and ethnicity. It shouldn't be based upon where a person comes from. It should be based upon need, but merit. So what Donald Trump has done is offended the world. Here's another tweet. McCarthy had aide pick out red and pink starbursts to give to Trump. That was, I believe, yesterday. Another tweet. Trump had a 24-year-old serving as deputy drug czar. Due to the many departures at the Office of National Drug Control Policy, the recent college grad became second in command last summer. Well, another tweet. Everyone needs to buy it before Trump has it banned. Now, what is it they're talking about? That's Ronald Klain is saying, I'll join Lawrence tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. to discuss Trumpocracy. Book releases tomorrow. Have it banned. You know, that's another issue in terms of what I'm talking about, Nazism. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to burn books like we saw. But I am saying that what we're seeing is when you start saying that something is fake news and something is all lies, you know, basically what you're burning information. You're saying there's no credit to this information, that it's just totally false. That, in essence, is telling your people, don't believe the media. Don't believe this book. Don't believe this newscast. Don't believe information that is being provided. That is in essence, is Nazism. That's fascism. You can call it anything that you want. But that, in essence, what it is. So when you tie that in with racism and bigotry, and feeling that one country is not as good as the other, you have a problem as a country. The soul of the country is hurt. Kurt Eichenwald, Newsweek. Jeff Flake isn't just comparing Trump to Stalin. He's comparing Republicans to Stalin's enablers. That's in essence what I'm saying. Now, I'm not saying Republicans, please. I'm not saying that. I am saying the GOP, Republican Party, who is trying to brand everything that's being said as being fake news. They are enablers. As far as I'm concerned, they are enablers. Okay, E.J. Dionne. Trump's seemingly wide open schedule offered a stark contrast. We talked about this before with Obama and Bush, who spent MLK Day volunteering or visiting memorials in the civil rights leaders' honor. Why is he playing golf? Why is he not volunteering? Why is he not taking questions? I mean, the report is that he told others that what he said plays well with his base. Well, if it's true, then we have a problem. If he's playing to his base here and wants to get it out, but wants to call any kind of reproduction of this in the media as being fake news, we have a problem. Here, another one, New York Times. Trump comments infuriating Africans may set back U.S. interests. Yeah, trade. Another one, GOP leaders face most difficult shutdown deadline yet at the Trump's country's comments. First of all, I think that Donald Trump could do something about the Dreamers. He could extend it. I mean, he's taken action, executive action, on terror countries. He can take executive action here. I think it's a made-up, manufactured issue. And Congress, sure, absolutely. There's no reason that Congress can't take this bill alone by itself. I'm not saying the Democrats should tie it to the deficit or to anything else, but this should not be blended in to and made an issue that is a fabricated issue. The debt ceiling should not be tied in to DACA, if DACA could be a solely whole piece of legislation. And if not, then Trump should take it upon himself and do like Obama, just like Trump did already with terrorism. Here's one, Tony Pasunky. I was on the fence about Donald Trump being a stable genius, but the way he transformed Senator Dick Durbin to the amazing creative insult. Senator Dickie Durbin has changed my view, and now I will ride with him to our weekly Mensa meetings. You know, if that's what it takes, he's going to ride with Donald Trump to the weekly Mensa meetings because, and I'm assuming that Tony Pasnatsky is being facetious here, CORE, or crew rather, Citizens for Ethics. Mueller is ready to start the first trials in his investigations, including for former Trump campaign manager. Prosecutors seek a May 14 date for Manafort and Yates. Two more. We've dealt with this one. I'm looking for one from the other side. Bear with me. I'm not finding anything, and believe me, I have a lot of. Let me refresh. I have a lot. I follow a lot of people who are very, very loyal Trump supporters. So I'm not sure where they are today. I don't see him. So let me just finish with one last one. Okay, Herman Cain. Hey, Rand Paul. No, Rand Paul. Okay, so Herman Cain basically saying, Rand Paul, hey, if Trump's such hating racist, why was he funding my medical mission there? That's from Herman Cain, who's obviously very, very pro-Trump. Bill Mitchell says, Trump calls it like it is, one very big reason he is president. Could be, and it could be one of the very big reasons why the Republicans could lose their House and Senate majority. Palmer report. Donald Trump erupts after Senate Dick Durbin demands they release the S-hole tapes. There can't be tapes. Are they saying there's tapes? Nah. Anyway, listen, this is serious for the reason that I said, and I do hope that if you watch this, that you share it with others. And yes, I am very concerned. And yes, I have said before that that we cannot close our eyes to what is, in my opinion, is bigotry. That yes, we are looking at the same type of movement that basically went across Nazi Germany in the early 30s, and that is a nationalistic movement that was, about race, about religion, about ethnicity, about destroying the media, and having a strong man as the symbol of country. That can be really great, but when you tie it in to destroying the media, that's serious. That's very serious. So thank you. Please share. I appreciate it, and we'll do it tomorrow.